Hi, I'm the Excremental, and I was taking a shit when I thought to myself, why are all of the Labour voters in the UK so convinced that Jeremy Corbyn has an ice cream's chance in hell of winning? I mean, I epitomise not trusting the opinion polls, but fuck me, these creatures are out of control with their hopes. I'm serious, Jeremy Corbyn is the most unpopular leader of the Labour Party ever. Furthermore, he's already stated that if he loses in June, he will refuse to step down as leader, citing absolute fucking lunacy for his reasons. There are allegedly about 100 or so Labour MPs, not just party members, holders of Labour seats, who are threatening to separate from the Labour Party and form their own group if Corbyn doesn't fuck off when he loses in a few weeks. Labour are fucked. Why can they not see this? So, this little snippet, doubtlessly from the reliable news source The Mirror, managed to find its way into my field of view on Facebook recently, and the person who posted it paraphrased the Tory mantra of, how are we going to pay for it all? Well, here's how. Okay, that's just fantastic, but there's always a short-sightedness that the Labour Party and their supporters always fail to see, and in the real world, we call that the future. Yes, if we changed all the taxation system tomorrow, then we could raise that kind of capital highlighted in the article. However, taxation is an annual event, and can we guarantee that we will have these kinds of contributions in 2018? Well, can we? I mean, if history is anything to go by, then the answer is simply, no, we fucking can't. So, David Kamishan is an American professor of economics who wrote a very interesting explanation regarding how we pay taxes using the example of beer money. I read this a few years ago and I've never forgotten about it. And before you accuse the man of being a capitalist or one of the top 5%, I ask of you to attempt to explain economics to me clearer. Oh wait. Can't fucking do it? Okay, then I digress. Suppose that every day 10 men go out for beer and the bill of all 10 comes to £100. If they paid their bill the way we pay our taxes, it would go something like this. The first 4 men, the poorest, would pay nothing. The 5th would pay £1. The 6th would pay £3. The 7th would pay £7. The 8th would pay £12. The 9th would pay £18. And the 10th man, the richest, would pay £59. The 10 men drank in the bar every day and seemed quite happy with the arrangement, until one day the owner threw them a curveball. Since you are all such good customers, he said, I'm going to reduce the cost of your daily beer by £20. Drinks for the 10 men would now cost just £80. The group still wanted to pay their bill the way we pay our taxes, understandably so. So the first 4 men were unaffected. They would still drink for free. But what about the other 6 men? How could they divide the £20 windfall so that everyone would get his fair share? They realised that £20 divided by 6 is £3.33, close enough. But if they subtracted that from everybody's share, then the 5th man and the 6th man would each end up being paid to drink his beer. So the bar owner suggested that it would be fair to reduce each man's bill by a higher percentage the poorer he was, to follow the principle of the tax system that they had been using, and he proceeded to work out the amounts he suggested that they should now pay. So, the 5th man, like the first 4, now paid nothing. 100% saving. The 6th now paid £2 instead of £3, a 33% saving. The 7th now paid £5 instead of £7, a 28% saving. The 8th now paid £9 instead of £12, a 25% saving. The 9th now paid £14 instead of £18, a 22% saving. And the 10th now paid £49 instead of £59, a 16% saving. Each of the 6 was better off than before, and the first 4 continued to drink for free. But once outside the bar, the men began to compare their savings. I only got £1 out of the £20 saving, declared the 6th man. He pointed to the 10th man. But he got £10. "Yeah, that's right," exclaimed the fifth man. "I only saved £1 too. It's unfair that he got 10 times more benefit than me." "That's true," shouted the seventh man. "Why should he get £10 back when I only got £2? The wealthy get all the breaks." "Wait a minute," yelled the first four men in unison. "We didn't get anything at all. This new tax system exploits the poor." The 9 men surrounded the 10th man and beat him up. The next night, the 10th man didn't show up for drinks, and so the 9 sat down and had their beers without him. But when it came time to pay the bill, they discovered something important. They didn't have enough money between all of them for even half of the bill. And that, boys and girls, journalists and government ministers, is how we pay our tax. The people who already pay the highest taxes will naturally get the most benefit from a tax reduction. Tax them too much and attack them for being wealthy, they may just not show up anymore. In fact, they might start drinking overseas where the atmosphere is somewhat friendlier. Think about it. 100 businesses paying 19% of, say, £100,000 is going to raise more funds than 10 businesses paying 25% of £100,000. When people quote corporation tax, they imagine these huge multinational corporations like the Ford Motor Company and Google. Corporation tax affects independent, self-employed businesses. Your blue-collar worker that's pulled themselves up by their bootstraps, have started their own enterprise, their own business, their own shop. Yes, Labour's economic policies might give us a year or two of delicious prosperity, but it isn't sustainable. What's the fucking point of making sure we don't wreck the planet with unsustainable energy consumption if we are just going to wreck the future for our children through economics?